our community lost a good friend and visionary. On November 27th, Tony Hsieh died at the age of 46 from injuries he sustained in a house fire in Connecticut. There are questions as to why we had to lose this incredible man, but there are no questions about what he did for our downtown. He was selfless, creative, he was a visionary, and a decade ago, he took our downtown under his wing and improved it for so many people in so many ways.
Mr. Arndt, would Mr. Hsieh like to say a few words?
It was December 2010 when Tony Hsieh, CEO of Zappos, stood before Las Vegas City Council just before the vote that would clear the way for the former City Hall to be sold and turned into Zappos headquarters. The exchange between Hsieh and Mayor Oscar Goodman was a classic display of the quiet yet quick-witted demeanor of the man who was about to have a major role in transforming downtown Las Vegas.
And Mayor, I think you're sitting in my future seat.
In the 10 years that followed, not only was the old City Hall transformed into Zappos headquarters, but Hsieh would inspire and financially back creative projects in the downtown, like Container Park, Life is Beautiful, Ferguson's, Inspire Theater, restaurants, and so much more. News of him dying from smoke inhalation after being pulled from a fire in a Connecticut mansion hit Las Vegas hard. The love for him was displayed across the downtown in the form of murals, signs, and flowers outside the many establishments he had a hand in developing. Bill Arndt worked with Hsieh for 10 years in his many ventures downtown.
I really enjoyed working with Tony on a professional level, on a personal level. I'll miss him dearly, and I'm really thankful for his contributions to the city and to our community.
Arndt says he will remember him not only for the big projects, but for his quest to always be unique and help the smaller dreamers.
The city's core mission is to build community to make life better, and that's really what Tony was all about. Everybody focuses on all the big things that he did, the big investments like with Zappos coming downtown, with Downtown Container Park, but I think the most important thing is people. He really wanted to bring new people into downtown to be part of the community.
Mayor Carolyn Goodman and her husband, our former Mayor Oscar Goodman, didn't just see Hsieh as a downtown investor. They saw him as a humble man who always tried to do what was best for others, not just himself. She spoke of his graciousness and his quiet generosity at the December 2nd City Council meeting.
And you think of the great burden that he carried because he was so smart and earned such great wealth at such a young age, trying to find a place in life where you can do what you think is the right thing to touch other people. And certainly Tony Hsieh was one of those souls who was always reaching out and trying to do something better for somebody else.
Mayor Carolyn Goodman said she and her husband knew from the start this was no ordinary man.
His dream was always reaching out for something creative, inspiring, almost artistic. It was not the bricks and mortar, and if I think back all these days of the concrete and bricks that were built by Tony Hsieh, that wasn't who he was. He was a dreamer, a visionary, trying to create something new for our people.
We all knew from that interaction with Mayor Oscar at the City Council meeting in December of 2010.
And Mayor, I think you're sitting in my future seat.
He looked Oscar Goodman straight in the eye, deadpan, and this was tough to do with Oscar Goodman, and he looked at him deadpan, cold stare. Mayor, I believe you're sitting in my seat.
And the Zappos flash mob dancers who bid farewell to the mayor and Mayor Pro Tem Gary Reese at their final meeting in June of 2011 after being termed out. Tony Hsieh was not your stereotypical CEO opening up just any brick and mortar headquarters. He was not only going to make life better for downtown Las Vegas, he'd make it just a little more fun. After all, his motto was delivering happiness, and he did just that.
So Tony, we miss you, and we'll take care of you. We will take care of everything you gave us.
The The city of Las Vegas is working with the Downtown Project and Zappos to come up with a way to memorialize Tony Hsieh somewhere in our downtown area. More information is to come on our city's website as well as all of our social media platforms.